Hi everybody, it's Cookie Lou. It is Friday, the 21st of December, and I just wanted to come and give you a little bit of an update on how I'm doing since my extended tummy tuck and my breast augmentation work that I had done in Monterrey, Mexico. It was 3 weeks yesterday that I had the surgery done, and a couple of people have been asking me how I'm doing, how the incisions are doing, how things look, and so I thought I would just be bold and brave and kind of do a little strip down and show you what's been going on, how I'm healing, and what things are looking like. For those of you who are interested in seeing this, enjoy the show, the peep show. If you're not, then you can sign off. Okay. First and foremost, this is the Faja that Dr. Sauceda tells us to wear. It is snaps in the front all the way from the crotch down. It's got it's thigh length. It's open in the back, and it's open in the front so that when you have it on and you need to go to the bathroom, it's just, you don't have to take it off. This is an extra large, and it was quite tight on me, and the more swollen you are, the tighter it is. So I did recently go to the website, and I ordered another one for myself. 2X. It goes from extra large to 2X to 3X, and I think a 4X. So I got a 2X. It gives you an extra 3 inches of room. And of course my tummy is down somewhat. It's still pretty swollen though, but it's down a little bit from where it was right after surgery. And it's probably going to take another month or two to kind of feel normal again. But anyway, while I'm waiting for my new one to come in, this has to be washed. I had to take it off. The new one should come in on the 22nd, which hopefully is tomorrow. I've been wearing a compression garment that I got at the WLSFA many, many years ago from a company called Slim Pressions. And I could never get into it. You know, I got the larger size, and I was much heavier then, even though I had lost a lot of weight with my VSG. Still couldn't fit into it, and I couldn't send it back, so I was just kept in the drawer. So I thought I'd try to see if I can get into them now because I'm so much thinner, and it worked. It works really well. So this is a regular bra that I'm wearing. I'm going to show you, and I'll raise this up a bit. I'll try to stand and show you what's happening here. This is the Slim Pression that I'm wearing. Now this is a top, and I do have a bottom Slim Pression that I'm wearing as well. You can see. Now this here is my right. This side is my right side. It's slimmer. This is my left hip, and it's really swollen. Dr. Sauceda gave me an extended tummy tuck that went way past here to try and alleviate. He said he was going to cut the fat down to the bone, and I know he did, but this here has gotten very swollen over the last couple of days. But pretty much this is what's going on with me. This is where is it? Black and blue that I had from surgery. I still have it. I don't know why. Had the same thing with the other surgery. This is the belly button. Wound. And this is how I change this every other day or so. There's a little piece of cotton that goes in the belly button with a cotton pad over it and then a little bit of tape. And I put antibiotic cream in there. And this is pretty much what the incision is looking like right now. I have some paper tape on it, which I'm going to take off because I think I've had it on long enough. So if I Like I said, if you don't want to see this, go away. Ouch. I put some antibiotic cream on that, and then I put the tape over it. And it's time to take it off and let it breathe a little bit. So here's the incision. You know, here's the incision. Goes all the way around. You know, all the scabbing is pretty much off of it. It's still a little red, but other than that, it's doing pretty good. And this is the belly button. I'll give you a little bit of a peek of what this looks like. I have to change this anyway. I have a little cotton in there, see? And that's the belly button. And that's that. So I will change the gauze. And these are the slim pression garments that I'm using for compression. And it pretty much holds me in pretty good. But this has gotten really, really swollen. This whole portion here is a lot more swollen than this. Don't know why. And this is the top slim pression that I put all the way down. And it kind of gives me a little bit of a snugness here. Now the breasts, I'm not going to really show you too much of that. It's pretty much the lollipop incision, which was around the areola and then down, was done 6 months ago. And when he put in the implants this time around, what are we doing here? He went into the nipple. See the little portion of the nipple here. He made like a crescent shape, and this is the stick of the lollipop from 6 months ago. So it's healed quite well. And that's pretty much how he put the implants in. So these little slim Prussian garments are coming in handy until I get my other Faja in the mail, hopefully tomorrow. And, you know, it's only been 3 weeks. There's still swelling. There's still a lot of, you know, but my boobs came out really nice. This is pretty flat for 3 weeks out. Oh, my arms. I had the arm lift, and that has healed very well. You know, the incision healed. I still have floppy skin, but it is what it is. And the arm has healed quite well. As you can see, I put it all the way down there. Since I had the breast augmentation, first thing I felt when I woke up was swelling and pain in my armpits and in my arm incision. Let me get back down. I guess the aggravation of the surgery kind of upset all that old stuff. But, oh, it's good to get this tape off. Well, other than that, I'm doing well, and I will put my new Faja on tomorrow and take the slim impressions off, but until that comes in the mail, this is working well to kind of keep everything tight and firm and in place. That's about it. That's what I look like 3 weeks out of surgery. And like I said, I tried just to relax and not do too much, but I do have to get in the car and run places and do things. And recently I had a situation with the mail being stolen around here, and I got a call from the bank last night at 6 o'clock in McCormick Ranch, which is way east of here, Scottsdale, a real rich neighborhood, telling me that a man came in with a check of mine made out to him for $1,000. Did you write a check? I says, no, I don't even know who this Jeff Zimmerman is. I didn't write him a check for $1,000. This is what's going on. They said he came in with a check number was such and such, and it was made out to him. It was your check, Chase Bank, blah blah blah. This is your bank account number. I says, yeah, it is. I says, and it's a blue check. Yeah, it's a blue check, and your address is such and such. I says, yeah. I said, well, it's your check. I said, how the hell did he get my check? So when she told me the check number, I checked in my checkbook. And when that's a check I mailed out, because I've been out of the country since the 15th of December, I says, and when I came home on the 18th, I think I wrote a check out to a charge card company, and I mailed it out. And I wrote a check, that check number, to my cable company, Dish Cable, TV and cable, for $150 plus. How did he get that check, and how did he converse it or transpose it from being written out to a cable company for a certain amount of money to his personal name for $1,000? So she says, well, he probably stole your mail. It never was received at the cable company, TV dish company. And they have all kinds of chemicals now that can wash off the ink. They put in what they want to put in. They try to change it. Now, the reason why it was confiscated at the bank in Scottsdale is that it looked fishy, like it had been tampered with. And his Social Security number and his driver's license also looked like it had been altered and tampered with. So when we called you to clarify it, he ran out of the bank. So apparently you don't know this guy, and you didn't write the check. No, I didn't. He says, well, we shredded the check. I said, where's the check? Are you going to send it back to me? He said, no, we're going to shred the check, make notations of what happened. We're going to suggest that you check your account to make sure there's no false activities going on. You won't be held responsible for any monies that might, go elsewhere without your permission. But just keep an eye on your activity because he does have your number, your checkbook number. And sometimes these guys can go on the computer and they can print out more blank checks. So, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. Especially this time of year. They say this stuff happens. And I was really surprised that somebody could grab my mail, my outgoing mail, confiscate it, and do what they want to it and try to cash it, make a personal check out of it. So I had to call my Dish cable company and tell them that check, has been destroyed. I guess I'm going to have to make a payment over the phone, which I did. I called my charge card company, who I wrote a check out to on the 18th. As I don't know if you're going to get that, or if that was stolen as well. But she says, don't worry about it. It's going to take till after the first of the year before we even find out if we reach it, if we get it, if it clears. We won't even have that information till after the first of the year. Don't worry about it. We have notation, but the problem is, don't worry about it. So I have to check back with them after the first of the year to see if they got that payment for my charge card. And, it's being away, like I said, as long as I was when I came back on the 15th, I did get notice in my mailbox from the management of the community here that mail has been stolen. Reports of mail being stolen have been popping up throughout the last couple of weeks. So do not put any mail out. For outgoing mail, use the post office or a blue mailbox. And tell your postman, that you've had some personal mail stolen, and try to make arrangements for him not to leave anything in your mailbox. Which I did today when the mail guy came. I said, look, I have the mailbox put up for convenience, but everybody here has a mail slot in their garage door. I says I had it taped off because I just hate having to bend down to pick up my mail off the garage floor. But as it stands right now, we're going to go back to that system. Going to seal off my mailbox, just to keep throwing things in the slot. Let it go inside the garage door. If anybody wants to snatch my mail, they're going to have to get a fishing pole because it's not going to be available on the outside of the house anymore. And so that's what's happening around here in Arizona. Maybe it's happening in your neighborhood too. I don't know. But it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad when people go to those lengths just to try to steal from you. So anyway, that's about it. Don't have much more of an update to talk about. Lost quite a bit of weight since I came back. I think I got on the scale yesterday and I was 171.1, I think. And when I went to have my surgery, I was 185. Or was I 177.1? I forget. Must still be on drugs. But I know I had lost about 7 or 8 pounds. So let's say 185, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I was probably 177.1 when I got on the scale because I knew it was like a 7 or 8 pound loss from day of surgery. I don't know. I'm going to check my weight again tomorrow. But I'm not hungry much since surgery. Having the Faja on, being so tight, you know, it just kind of squashes your stomach and you can't eat more than a few bites and then you just kind of lose interest, and that's the end of that. I like the way my face has been looking since I had the fat transfer, which Dr. Sauceda put in the hollow of my eyes and down here. I think it did make a big difference in filling out the loose skin that I've had there. And for those of you who don't know, when he did the tummy tuck, he took the fat from my midriff. I had a big roll under my breast, like it was like a double roll, big spare tire, and then it had the hanging stomach on the bottom. And between all that and my hips, he took off about 7 pounds of skin and flesh. So he took the fat from this portion of my belly, and he took some fat from that, and he emulsified it or whatever, put it in a hypodermic, and just kind of injected it in my face. So I did have to pay an extra $400 for that, but I think it was well worth it. It's a lot cheaper than a facelift and a lot less painful. And I do like the results quite a bit. So that's it. I want to wish all my wonderful YouTube friends and weight loss surgery friends a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. And stay well and stay healthy, and keep yourself protected from the banditos out there, because there's quite a bit of them, and they're doing some nasty stuff. Okay, everyone. Bye-bye. Happy holidays.